Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 13, I don't know what that was, of Film Yourself Everyday Challenge. Today I want to talk about the biggest challenge for men. And the biggest challenge for men is that we are not allowed to cry. And what I mean by that is that men in today's society are not allowed to show their emotions. I remember when I was still in Slovenia back home, we didn't really show emotions between friends. I have friends of maybe 20, 25 years, and there are things that we never discussed. When I came to Asia, people are much more open, maybe because they come on these self-development, healing journeys, so there's much more sharing between men. And at the beginning, it was very hard for me, because you see, when I was young, they always told me, hey, don't cry, only girls cry, or they told me, man up, and other bullshit, And because of it, I always perceived this, I would say, toxic masculinity trait, actually, that we are not allowed as a man to show our emotions. That's why most suicides right now are actually for men, because men are not allowed or socially accepted to talk about their emotions, about their mental health, and so on. And it's fucking bothering me, because of course as a man I feel. And of course, as a man, I need to cry sometimes. Somebody dies in my family, of course I need to cry. I don't always need to man up. But there is a big difference, and this is what people forget, about complaining and bitching and gossiping on one hand, and on the other hand, about showing your emotions, being fully responsible. I think a lot of men don't really show emotions because they don't want to be perceived as bitchy, gossipers, complainers, right? But then this negatively affects how they're showing up for themselves. Because true bravery is actually showing up your emotions. And true bravery is showing your vulnerabilities. Because for men, it's easy to push, it's easy to fight, it's easy to be this strong macho man, but it's very hard sometimes to sit down with your emotions. And lately, I experienced this. I got this negative emotion, and usually what I would do, I would just do some sports, or I would go do some work, and I would not let these emotions to be processed in a very healthy way. Right now, when I actually slow down and I sit down with emotion, it's a very painful process. But the result of that process is very healthy, because this emotion stopped bothering me. I sit down with the emotion, I recognize where it's coming from, what belief or what deep down is driving it, and then I process it. And it took me a long time to get to this level, and I'm still obviously far away from doing it in the best possible way. It's a journey, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? And funny thing that happened is I started sharing a lot of my positive and negative emotions on my social media, and a lot of my friends who were these macho big guys started opening up to me. Because they saw, this guy is opening up, and now I can opening, that this is a safe space for me to open up as well. And it's beautiful, because the type of conversations I had with my lifelong friends in the last couple of months, I never had before. I want them to know that I am available for all their struggles, for all their stories, that I will show up for them, not just in those positive moments when they're doing amazing, but also when they're struggling, when they're suffering, when they have something on their mind. And I feel our relationships are getting much better because of it. In the past, they would never share things with me. Now, when I first started opening up, they started sharing things with me. And I would like to think that this is a very healthy way to live their life. There is this thing that I always thought that if I am not showing as this alpha macho man with girls, they will think I'm a pussy, I'm weak. But here's the thing, it actually attracts them much more, because they know that I can show up both with my strengths and my weaknesses. And they know that once we will get into the relationship, I will not run from the emotions. I will share. I will not close myself. I will discuss things with them on one hand. But on the other hand, I still can be that macho man and protect them. If somebody comes into the house at 2 a.m. where my kids and my wife will be sleeping, he's not going to leave the house, okay? And I feel this is the thing that it's such a profound revelation for me. You can be emotional and accessible and vulnerable on one hand, but you can also be the beast on the other hand. You don't need to choose one or the other. The world is not black or white. You need to be able to live both and turn each on and off whenever the situation requires it. And I feel all my relationships are improving a lot because of it. And also I am feeling much better. I want to be a man of integrity, man of honor, man of trust. And I want to be a man who can protect his woman, his friends, his family, and so on, right? But on the other hand, I also want to be a man who shows people around that he's not afraid to show his emotion, to share his feeling, that he is struggling from time to time, and he's not complaining about it. He's just sharing exactly for the reason that he doesn't want to complain. So I don't complain, I don't gossip, because I don't need to. Because I already share everything openly with people. If I'm bothered about something, I will share and I'll take full responsibility for it. And then I don't need to complain about you or gossip about you or complain about the situation because I'm fully transparent and I already resolved this with you directly. Again, I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but I feel we need to start allowing men to not always man up and to show their vulnerabilities and show their weakness. Because that's what will build big connections. And that's what will also prevent this man feeling alone or bad in this world. And I want to be a catalyst for that a little bit. So if you're a man who is struggling, who doesn't have anybody to share with, you can reach out to me. And you can first share it with me. Once we're going to start discussing this and once you're going to get comfortable, I'm sure you will start getting comfortable sharing this with your friends as well. And you will see how much they will start opening up to you as well. Because every person in this world, but specifically men, which I'm talking about this video, is struggling. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has problems. They're just not opening up. And in the era of Instagrams and TikToks, where everybody is showing their best selves, you just don't see it. So you compare yourself to a golden standard, which is non-existent. Don't do it. Just fucking share. Share how you feel. Don't complain. Don't gossip. But share vulnerably. How do you feel? Tell people you love them if you love them. Tell people you're sad if you're sad. Tell people that this situation or person or whatever is making you insecure. Own it. Own fucking your emotions. Because that is fucking bravery. There is this song, Big Girls Don't Cry. Big girls cry. And also big men cry. Fucking love you guys. Let's fucking go. See you tomorrow.